So hello and good morning students, we are back to our video class of chapter number 2 Karna and Kunti. Last time we had a class on this topic only. This was the lesson on which we had the short summary type explanations. So now we are going in the detailed explanation and we are continuing with the topic where we had left last time. So we are starting with the chapter. The Pandava queen Kunti before marriage had a son, Karna, who in manhood became the commander of the Kaurava host. To hide her shame, she had abandoned him at birth, and a charioteer Adiratha brought him up as his son. So we already discussed last time that Karna was the son of Kunti, but he was reared up by a charioteer named Adiratha. Adiratha. So he was separated in his childhood only, or you can say at his birth only, from his mother Kunti. So we are starting with this. Dialogues are going to begin. So concentrate. Karna, the son of the charioteer Adiratha, and I sit here by the bank of the holy candles to worship the setting sun. Tell me, who are you? So now he is introducing himself. There is a lady standing next to him, and he is asking that, who are you? I am the son of Adiratha. So tell me, why are you here and what are you doing? Who are you? Just let me know, because I am here to worship the sun setting. Kunti and the women who first brought you, who first made you acquainted with that light you are worshipping. So Kunti is a lady who is standing next to him. So she is saying that the god you are worshipping, or the sun you are worshipping, I am the first one who made you familiar with this light. Karna, I do not understand, but your eyes make my heart as the kiss of the morning sun melts the snow on the mountain top, and your voice rouses a blind sadness within me, of which the cause may well lie beyond the reach of my earliest memory. Tell me, strange woman, what mystery binds my birth to you? So now Karna is asking to that lady, your eyes are melting my heart, your voice is putting a deep grief within me, so just tell me, who are you? I want to know you. Kunti, patience my son, I will answer when the layers of darkness come down over the prying eyes of the day. In the meanwhile, you will know that I am Kunti. So now Kunti is saying that have patience, I am going to tell you each and everything. So meanwhile, just what you want to know is that my name is Kunti. Karna, Kunti, the mother of Arjun. So here's an exclamation mark, means he is shocked, and he is overaged also, that you are the mother of Arjuna. Kunti, yes indeed, the mother of Arjuna, your antagonist. Students, I am writing here on the board the page number and this part, first and the last lines you can see from the book only. You can read Kunti. It is Kunti's part, okay dear students. So yes, indeed, still the mother of Arjuna. Who was Arjuna, students? Arjuna was the biggest rival of Karna. We discussed last time also. So it is on page number 12. Students, Kunti is saying that yes, I am the mother of your antagonist, means of your opponent, but please, I don't want that you should hate me. Why? Because she is trying to explain few of the incidents which happened in the past, and she is trying to convince, because what was happening over there was that Karna was having a misunderstanding. He thought that today this Kunti has came over here just to take the side of his son Arjuna. So he was misunderstood, and Kunti is trying to speak it out. That in this para you will see that she is trying to remember those days when for the first time this Karna came at the Hastinapur, when the trial of arms was happening over there. So he came as the ray of hope. So and that time what happened, that it was felt that she went and she kissed the bare foot of whom? Karna. And why she did like that? It is the question asked by her. Again she is asking that a Brahmin, there was a Brahmin, and he said that no one can challenge Arjuna, and he insulted whom? He insulted Karna. So that time also she felt something for his son, and she is trying to recall those incidents to whom? To this Karna. And the third incident was that when Duryodhan also made him the king of Anga. Students, I did not tell you one thing. That thing is that this Karna was crowned. Okay, so this Karna was crowned as the king of Anga. Okay, so this is Anga. So Anga is a place. So King Duryodhan, who was the opponent of Pandavas, fine, means he belonged to the Kauravas party. So Duryodhan made Karna as the king of Anga. That time also the mother is remembering, means Kunti is remembering about the things, and she is trying to recall and made this Karna aware of these things. Karna, but what brings you here alone, mother of kings? So now Karna is asking that, okay, but just tell me that why have you come over here? What is the reason behind your coming? So Kunti is saying, I have a boon to crave. Crave means a desire. So Kunti is saying that I am having the desire. I want something from you. So Karna is saying, command me, and whatever manhood and my honor as a Kshatriya permit shall be offered at your feet. So Karna is saying that, okay lady, you just command me whatever I am having, and whatever I am capable of, I will put your feet. Kunti, I have come to take you. So Kunti is saying that I don't want anything, I just want to take you with me. Karna, where? So Karna is asking, where do you want to take me? Kunti, to my breast, thirsty for your love, my son. So Kunti is saying that because I want to love you, so my heart is thirsty for your love, I just want you to come with me. Karna, fortunate mother of 5 brave kings, where can you find place for me, a small chieftain of lowly descent? So Karna is saying that I am a leader of a very lower level, and you are the mother of royal sons. So what do you want from me? Kunti, your place is before all my other sons. So now Kunti is consoling him, and she is saying that your place is above all, and your place is before everyone. Karna, but what right have I to take it? So Karna is asking that what is the right, why should I take love from you? Why is that I am having the right above every son of yours? Kunti, you own God-given right to your mother's love. So Kunti is saying that you are owning the God-given right, means you deserve my love, and it is being permitted by the God himself. So Karna, the gloom of evening spreads over the earth, silence rest. So students, I am writing this also over here, page 13. It is Karna's part. Okay. What is it? The gloom of evening. Till his brothers. So now, here Karna is trying to say to Kunti that now when the time is, you can say a dusky time, when the sun has set, and there is not the complete darkness, but still there is a light coming, there is still a remaining light, and all over there is a silence. So he is saying that I am going back to my past, and the past is about his dream. Each and every day he is watching about what? He is watching about a dream where he can see a lady. A lady is coming, and in that dream he is shouting and asking that lady to open his veil, to put off her veil. She is not doing such thing, and she is running off. So he is saying that is it the day today that I am watching the dream with my vacant eyes, and is it the time that you are standing in front of me and I am still watching the dream that you are the lady who is coming to me, and you are saying that you are the mother of me? And that is the part of the Pandavas, and this is of the Kauravas. And here the next day, means tomorrow morning, here the war is going to be held on. So why are you here, and why should I listen you? Kunti, then Jalen, what, my son, come with me. Karna, yes, I will come, and never ask question, never out. So Kunti is saying, just come with me, son. Then, and Karna is saying that yes, of course I will be coming with you, and never going to ask you any kind of question, any kind of doubt. My soul responds to your call and the struggle for victory and fame, and the rage of hatred has suddenly became untrue to me as the delirious dream of a night in the serenity of the dawn. Tell me whether you mean to lead. So he is saying that yes, I just also want to come with you, and the kind of rage was within me is now untrue, and I also want to come with you wherever you lead me. Just tell me. So Kunti, to the other bank of the river, where whose lamps burn across the ghastly pillar of the sands. So she is saying that I want to take you to the other side of the river, where the lamps can be seen from this distance. Karna, am I there to find my lost mother forever? So Karna is saying that can I find my lost mother from there? Kunti, oh my son. Karna, then why did you banish me? So Kunti is saying that yes, my son, why not? Just come with me. Karna, then why did you banish me? A castaway, uprooted from my ancestral soil, adrift in a homeless current of indignity. Why is it the bottomless chasm between Arjun and myself, turning the natural attachment of kinship to the dread attraction of hate? You remain speechless. Your shame permeates the vast darkness, and since invisible shivers through my limbs. Leave my question unanswered. Never explain to me what made you rob your son of his mother's love. Only tell me why you have computed to call me back to the ruins of a heaven rigged by your own hands. So Karna is saying now in this part, in this whole part, what Karna is trying to say is that he is scolding his mother. He is saying that what love today came within you, that you came here. What is the exact reason you are coming over here, and what do you want from me? I do not want to know anything. Let me know why have you come here, and why you want to take me with you to the other side of the river. Kunti, I am your by those more deadly than your reproaches. For though surrounded by 5 sons, my heart shivers like that of a woman deprived of her children. Though through the great rain that have yawned for my deserted firstborn, all my life's pleasure have gone to waste. On that accursed day when I belied my motherhood, you could not utter a word. Today your regret implores you for the generous curse. Let your forgiveness burn a heart like fire and consume its sin. So now Kunti here is saying that I know that I am having my 5 sons, even though today I am crying for my 6th son. I don't know why, but I really don't any kind of war between the brothers. So please just come with me. Today I am feeling regret for all the pleasures I had, because I am regretting the day when I left you alone and you were separated from me. So I just want to ask you for the forgiveness. Kindly forgive me so that I can live. Karna. Mother, accept my tears, Kunti. I did not come with the hope of winning you back to my arms, but what part of restoring your rights to you? Come and receive as a king's son your due among your brothers. So Karna is saying that receive my tears. I forgiving you. Just receive my tears, but I can't come with you. Kunti, I did not come with the hope of winning you back. So Kunti is saying that here today I came not to win you. I just don't want anything from you. I want that you should have the right which you were separated from. So Karna, I am more truly the son of a charioteer and do not covet the glory of greater parentage. So Karna is refusing straight away and he is saying that I am the son of a charioteer, I am not your son. So please free me. Kunti, be that as it may, come and win back the kingdom which is yours by right. So she is again trying to convince him and saying that please come back which is yours, and do not go with the others. She did not want to have the fight against his own brothers. So she is saying that please come back to your own palace. Karna, must you once who you refused me, a mother's love checked me with a kingdom, cut my bond of kindred which of severe at its roots is dead and can never grow again. Saying, oh, mine should I hasten you to call the mother of king's mother and abandon my mother in the charioteer's house. So Karna is saying that okay, fine, your words are also right, but what do you want? That the way you left me alone, the way you abandoned me, what do you want? That I should abandon my mother? Why? Kunti, you are great, my son. How God's punishment invisibly grows from a tiny seed to a giant life. The helpless babe disowned by his mother comes back a man through the dark maze of events to smite his brothers. So Kunti is saying that what kind of scene is coming in front of me? I left you alone when you were very small and you were not having any kind of sense, and now you are grown up and you are going to fight against your own brothers. Karna, mother, have no fear. I know for certain that victory awaits the Pandavas. Peaceful and still though this night may be, my heart is full of the music of a hopeless venture and baffled end. Ask me not to leave those who are doomed to defeat. Let the Pandavas win the throne, since they must. I remain desperate and forlorn. On the night of my birth, you left me naked. I am unnamed to disgrace. Leave me once again without pity to the calm expectations of defeat and death. So Karna is saying that mother, please do not worry about anything. I know that the winning of the Pandavas is for sure, and please do not ask me to leave who are going to get defeated. I want to remain with them in the way you separated me from your heart, from your soul when I was just born, and I want to be deserted and the Pandavas are going to win, and I want to be unnamed to disgrace. Means I just want that I should be left alone today to get defeated and dead. So dear students, this was the explanation of this chapter. I hope you all have understood, and thank you very much.